Green areas that you can see there, satellites provided by NASA. Plenty of eyes on over the landmass, plenty here over Malaysia. But if you take a look down into the Indian Ocean, precious little coverage.
We are now looking at large tracts of land, crossing 11 countries, as well as deep and remote ocean.
Malaysia says it has called on 25 countries to help. It itself has 15 aircraft, 15 ships on search duty. The United States, well, it is offering up 4 aircraft and 3 ships, including the USS Kidd. The Chinese have 2 military aircraft and 9 vessels of varying types. Australia, as I mentioned, also helping out with 3 Lockheed AP-3C Orion aircraft.
This is when the fuel runs out. This is the distance that that plane could possibly travel in the air, taking it up along the Kazakhstan border here. So it's a very rugged area to the north when we focus in on that with the mountains, the Tibetan Plateau exceeding. So it's incredibly rugged terrain and would be very difficult to find an airplane in this area.
Usual telltale from any airplane that crashes into the sea, the one thing that immediately floats are seat cushions. You know, they're not tied down. They will, as their hull breaks up, seat cushions will be floating everywhere. That's been a trademark of aircraft crashing in.
You need 3 satellites to triangulate to figure out exactly how far the object is away from the satellite. In this case, a car. In the case of the plane, the missing airplane, there is only 1 satellite involved here that received a ping. So it's the only one, and it can't triangulate by itself. So we have no idea exactly where the object is.
A satellite searching for operational data from the plane detected the aircraft every hour in a so-called handshake, but no data was transmitted.
Abrupt left turn that Flight 370 made off its original flight path was actually pre-programmed. So was this a rogue pilot or a hijacker in that cockpit?
The 4 areas of our focus on the investigations: number 1, hijacking; number 2 is sabotage; number 3, personal problem; and number 4 is psychological problem. That doesn't change.
Not a passenger from the passenger cabin getting up out of their seat and hijacking the plane. The key issue there: why would so many passengers, hundreds, have stayed quiet in their seats for the 4 to 5 hours or more the plane flew on if somebody was hijacking it that they saw get up from a seat? That's one data point they're looking at.
The best scenario yet that we have, that the pilots might have had the main role to play in all of this. But did both of the pilots take part? You know, we've got our sources here in Kuala Lumpur say that after they made that turn, the altitude became very, very erratic. Was there a struggle?
So if it was one of the pilots, what happened to the other? Inside the cockpit, a crash axe, which could be used as a weapon. What about the passengers? The pilot can depressurize the cabin. Those oxygen masks only last for a short period of time.
If we were allowed to choose a pilot when we are on board a plane, I would definitely choose him.
We do the prayer, the hajat prayer, you know, almost every day, every night. I pray for her and put, you know.
This situation has broken my heart. My tears have run dry, this father says. I hope the plane was hijacked because at least there's hope. But if the worst happened, then I'll have no meaning in my life. This is my only son. Passengers from all over the world leave messages in different languages. This message was written by the child of one of the people on board the flight. It reads, "Dad, I miss you. Please come back."